In January 1945, after a month of unimaginably brutal fighting, the US had taken 81,000 casualties at the Battle of the Bulge. The Army needed replacement soldiers and called for segregated African American units to take on infantry jobs. After a short field training period, thousands of volunteers were on the front lines, integrated into existing units. Their mission, broadly speaking, was to continue to push into Germany and end the war in Europe. One of these units, the 104th Infantry, known as the Timberwolves, was pushing north and seeing heavy combat along the way. By spring, they had fought through Germany to the Weser River, where they had orders to take the town of Lippoldsburg and establish a bridge for forces to cross on their way into Berlin. The problem was Lippoldsburg was a German stronghold occupied by SS troops. And on April 7th, the Timberwolves launched their assault and the battle was off to a fierce start. Facing heavy fire, Private First Class Willie James Jr., an African-American soldier from Missouri, volunteered to scout ahead and get eyes on the enemy who were concealed by heavy fog. When he moved, the enemy opened up on him with sniper and machine gun fire, but he managed to make it 200 yards ahead of his own line before being pinned down in the open by a, quote, furious crossfire. Instead of seeking cover, he continuously exposed himself to spot enemy positions. Once he felt he had a good understanding of the enemy's locations, he took off in a full sprint under fire through the open back to his unit. Miraculously, he made it back unscathed, basically outrunning the bullets. Side note, the motto of the Timberwolves was "Nothing in hell stops the 104th." He gave his intel to his white platoon leader, Lieutenant Armand Sarabella, a rough New Yorker who absolutely loved his new squad. He planned their attack and James volunteered to lead the squad, and they moved out quickly. As they neared the city, Sarabella was hit in the chest. Willie James, without hesitation, placed another soldier in charge and ran to his LT. Just as he reached Sarabella, he could sense something was wrong. Everything around him seemed to go quiet as he realized that he was standing in the wide open with nowhere to go. He made a heroic attempt to save Sarabella, but a single flash from a window cut him down. A sniper struck him in the head, killing him instantly. Sarabella, unfortunately, would also die from his wounds. Two men who could not have had more different life experiences died together on the battlefield that day, sacrificing their lives for one another. But with the intel James gathered while scouting, the Timberwolves pushed into the city and won the battle, advancing Allied progress rapidly and saving countless lives. James, a newlywed and beloved son, was awarded a Distinguished Service Cross for his actions. As a sign of the times and his economic status, his family didn't even have a photo to remember him by, but an artist painted this rendition for them. 50 years later, he was posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor in an emotional ceremony at the White House. It was presented to his widow, Valsini, who never stopped loving him. So let's remember,